Hello, fellow programmers and future programmers. Welcome to what I am going to call the Introduction to C++ and a little bit of a quick guide to programming. I'm going to use C++ for this language because it will be the easiest to understand besides pseudocode. Now, if you don't know what pseudocode is, pseudo means fake and code means code. So it's pretty much just fake code. So pseudo code is fake code, if I can spell it correctly. So if you're writing in pseudocode, it's just going to be like start user is prompted for prompt user for username, prompt thank user if username is in database, prompt user for password. So it's pretty simple. It's just words that makes like little sense to you. And then if password matches user profile, allow login, and stop. So that's basic pseudocode. It just pretty much just walks step by step through everything that would be done in a program. So for this first program, I'm going to introduce you to three concepts of C++. Comments, input and output, which before I introduce you to that, I have to introduce you to the pound sign, include, and then cin and slash cout. Now cout is your output. However, because cout is only used with a std, which is a standard library, we have to have a specific way to put this together. So give me a moment and I will begin writing a program. Actually, I'm going to pull open a program. It's going to be a basic one. So give me one moment while I pull open a program. There we go. Basic program. Here we go. So we have our pound include. We have std lib.h, which is standard library. I'm not sure what the .h stands for. However, it has to be there. The .h has to be there. Then we have the pound include of input output streaming. Input output streaming, IO stream. So this allows it to do input and output. Then we have the pound include of strings, which if you look in the code here, it has a string that says its variable name, or the placeholder is named when. So the placeholder is just where somebody can either insert information or they can get information from that placeholder, because it's holding the word wind and it's just nothing there. So get line, which is another concept of cin, as you can see, is c input and wind. So c input and wind. So what this is going to do is it's going to get them to enter something into the line, and it's going to put whatever they enter into the variable or placeholder wind. Placeholder wind. And then it goes down to an if statement. Now, if, and, or, buts are pretty much organizational things that allow you to change the choices. If this is true, then do this. If not, else do this. So pretty much straightforward. If wind is equal to high, so what if wind is stored as hi? It has to be hi lowercase because of the way it's written. Because it's double equal sign, it has to be true to satisfy the if statement. Now, if you don't know what I mean by satisfy the if statement, I will show you when I run the code. If it is true, then it will output, output the words hello. Now this means that it's going out. It's going outwards. Not sure why they chose that symbol, but it works. Then you do it again, as if it was a comma, and put your end L, which stands for end line. End L stands for end line. Then you put, of course, at the end of every single code that you're not bracketing out, you put your semicolon. Semicolon is going to be the most annoying thing that you're going to find in programming, because if you don't put the semicolon, it's going to cause you problems. Otherwise, it's going to say you there, and then system's going to pause after that. That's all this code is going to do. And if it's all good and gone, you go ahead and exit success. So as a successful code. So a thing I had to mention was int main. This right here, you should memorize it, store it to heart, store it to memory, store it wherever you have, write it down, whatever, because without your int main, you have absolutely nothing. Because this is your main code. This is the main part of the code that should be running. You can have other things down below it. We'll get to that later. However, the int main is one of the most important parts of coding. The main function. If you don't know what a function is, it's this section right here. The function tells it what to do, how to do it. So let's go ahead and run this. Execute, compile and run. Okay, give it a moment. Give me a moment while I wait for it to compile it. There we go. So it doesn't ask anything. However, I can show you exactly what's going on with it. Alright, so let me see if this is the correct one. Okay, so I'm going to type in hi. And it's going to reply with hello. And it's going to tell me press any key, and then press exit to return, press any key to close. So now it's closed. The program actually closed itself. Let's try it a different way. Compile and run. You always want to compile and run it. The reason you want to compile and run it is to check for errors. So let's just say I say sup program. It's going to ask you there, because it's not satisfying that first if statement as hi. So there you go. There's some basic C++ programming. If you like this video, hit that like button, and I will try to get more of this programming out to you as soon as possible. But thank you for watching, and have a nice day.